Hey guys, we're back. Here's the old Hillbilly Hiker. This is the one that I did before, and he just got this one over here has a different hat, but we're going to finish up on this guy today, and so I'm going to set this right up here, and then I'm going to take me a number 11 gouge, and I'm going to come right in here, and I'm going to outline where these fingers are again to make them just a little bit deeper. Take out that old line that was in there. And it gives it a little ending right there at the knuckle area. And I come right in here, get at the fingertips. Like that, right in there. Right in there is where I just worked. Now, let me reach up here and get my glasses. No, I got them on right now. But anyway, you got that. So I'm going to go back in now with a knife, and I'm going to make some shadow marks in there just to enhance that finger area. Yeah. There's what I did. Finger number 1. I'll come in here now. You're just putting in a little bit of shadow marks. Just to enhance that right there. Now I've got this one to do here. And I already went in and I put the hole through. And I think on this one I'm going to put like a little axe or maybe put a moonshine jug. But now you see how the fingers are, you got knuckles in here. I'm fixing to do that one on here. And I'm going to show you how I do it. And then we're going to get moving right along. I'm not going to spend much time on this hand. But I do want to show you how I get those in. Let me shave this down just a little bit right in here. You see that right in there? Yep. What I just carved. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a number 7 gouge right here, and I come in and make me some cuts across here. Just to raise that knuckle right in there a little bit. It's just a little gouge cut. Do one right in here. But it starts forming the little knuckle in there. Then I can come in here, across here, and do the same. Get that knuckle going. Right across here. And this guy don't like too much being finished. We just got to put in some wrinkles and folds in the clothing. But now you see the little knuckles shape. Now I'll do a little bit more work on this later and finishing it up. But you got the general idea of how I do it and get those sweep in there. You can go back in and kind of cut at it with the edge of your tool a little, just to give it a little bit more definition. But now, while we got this out, I want to come in here and I'm going to start putting some folds in like I did on the other arm. And you just make this lower cut all the way around the sleeve. And it leaves a little high ridge. And then you cut above that high ridge to produce another fold. Can you see that all right, Peyton?
Mm.
All right. Then I'm going to just continue on up and take the straightness out of that sleeve. And you just work there on that high ridge. And let's see, I'm probably going to stop about right there, and I'm going to stop and work up here above the arm, above the elbow. I come in here and make me a cut there, like that. And I'll turn it around, and I'll bring it on around to the back side of the arm, and it developed me a ridge. Then I'll just work another one up, and one about right there like that. We can put one right in there, and right there at that elbow. Now, yeah, right in here. And it just breaks it up. Now, while we're at it, let's go ahead and I did the pants leg over here. So I'm going to take that number 7 and I'm going to do the same on this other pant leg. The same thing, the same procedure. Let me turn it around. Develop my cut. And it made a little ridge. Then I work above that ridge to get me another cut in there. Can you see that all right there, Peyton?
Mm-hmm.
All right, there's one fold there. Now we're going to come back and do another one in the back. All right. That's about, I think, all I'm going to put right in there. Let's go ahead and work this heel in. I'm going to come in and I'm going to develop actually this sole right in here. So I need to get me a sharper pointed knife here. Well, a smaller blade. And I'm going to come in right here, make me a stop cut there. And one right in here. And I'm going to take my knife and cut across there and take that little wedge out. And that developed the heel right in here. Now I've got to turn around, and right over here it's a little bit harder to get to. So I'm going to have to take my knife tip and come in right in there. Make me a stop cut right in here, and then one right across there. And go ahead and take that little wedge out, and that developed a little heel. Now, while we're there, let's go in and put the sole of the shoe in. I'm going to take a number 11 and come in right here and work above that little heel area, and right in here. What's the time looking like there, Peyton?
You got about 9 minutes.
9 minutes, okay. But this is done with the number 11. And you can go back over it with the V tool. I'll show you here, a 1/4 inch V. Can we see that right in there? Yeah, right. And then I'll go back here at the heel area. I'll turn around. Let me turn it around this way so we can get it in the camera. And I come across right here where I drew my line and work it on around that way. Now, right in there is my sole of my shoe. Now I'm going to take a 1/4 inch V. Right here is a 1/4 inch V. And I'm just going to outline that with my V tool. Just set it in that little canal that the gouge made and run your V tool along that canal, and it should stay in there because it's running on a little track. Okay, now I'm going to set that back down, and I'm going to move back right up here. And if you see right in here, I got some texturing. I'm going to come in here and with a number 11 and texture that like I did up here. And this is what it's trying to simulate is a wool look, like the old long handles they used to wear in the old days. They were made from wool. And I think it gives it that kind of look. But this will be the last video on this one, and I'm going to come up with something to do on the next project. I don't know yet, but I'll come up with something. I think I would like to do something from a bandsaw blank next time. I kind of go back and forth. I go from rough out to bandsaw blank, and something to that nature. Okay, there's my textured look. Now, let's see. Now we got to go in here. I've got some folds right up in here, so I'm going to take my number 9 1/4 inch gouge, and I'm going to come right in here and make me some cuts right here to get some folds right in there where it's bent. Like that. And then they'll go back over it with the number 11. Like right in here on those high spots. You just really want it to look folded, have a folded look. Now, what I'd like to do is show you how I put a button in. And I have this is a little Rommelson eye punch is what they're called, but I use them from all my buttons. So I'm going to set my punch right in here, and I'm going to punch me a little place right here for my button. Then I'm going to take a 1/4 inch number 9 gouge. Oh, let's see here, right here it is. And I'm going to go right here below and cut out a little piece right in here. one right here, and I'll even do it from this side, and I'll turn it this way and cut out a little mark right in there. Yeah, there's my button right in there. Now I want to, oh, let me get that little chip out. Then I go in right in here and I take a little divot out just to give it a little sunk in look right in there. But let's move on down here. You see this texturing on the grass. Well, what I do for that, I just come in here like this. I won't do the whole thing, but I'll show you. You come in and you just make little divot cuts like this. Let's see, can you see that, Peyton, right in there?
Yep.
But I didn't want to bore you with all that. What's the time looking like, Peyton?
Got about 4 minutes.
Okay, now I do want to go in. If you look on the back of this guy here, he's got some torn places in there. I'm going to go ahead and put those in. I like to first do some kind of long ones, so I'll take my big V and I'll just, well, let me go this opposite way here. I'll make me a V cut right in here. Maybe one right in here. Then I'm going to deepen that with a knife. I'll come in here and just kind of lay your knife in and just kind of get some deep shadow marks on there. Do it over here. Like that. And let's do some little small ones right in here. Like that. And you can come over here at the edge of the coat and do it right in here. One right here. You want that thing to look ragged, see, on the back. And then right in here on this arm sleeve, you can come in and make a few right in here. And they're just little bitty slices. Not nothing major. I'll do it right over here. Just a few things like that. Now, right in here, I've got this little indentation in the strap. I'm going to show you what I use it. I'm going to do it in the back, and then we'll probably be pretty much finished. Have we got enough time to do this right here, Peyton?
Got about a minute.
Okay, I'm going to come in here and kind of make a little concave on this strap just to make it look like it's pulled in there tight. We may go over just a little bit there, Peyton.
No, good.
And I'm going to bring it on down to the actual strap, actual pouch. But that's about it right there. Now, guys, let's see. I do want to put, he's got over here a little pocket. And I'm going to cut that in for you. And I'll do it with a knife. And it's just a little cut like this, stop cut. And then you want to cut back against it. Just to make that kind of stand out a little. But right in there is a pocket, if you look, right in there. Okay, let me bring him back up. And then, actually, guys, that's about pretty much, let me get that chip out of there. That's pretty much the Hillbilly Hiker. I'll come in and I'll carve him a staff like that and put the little spirit face in. But other than that, there's not anything else that I need to do. So, guys, with that, I hope you enjoyed the Hillbilly Hiker, and we'll get back with another project here pretty soon. So, till the next video, we'll see you later. Bye.